All right, welcome everyone to our Train the Trainer Academy Remix family. We had such an amazing weekend this past weekend with all the champions that were able to join in. It was absolutely nothing short of a blessing to watch people like really evolve and go to a place where they literally are the trainer. It was really a blessing, and so what I wanted to do today, this is normally our, hey Michelle, this is normally our team call, but since the event just happened, what I wanted to do is just share with some of the champions that were at a distance or, and couldn't get on because of the scheduling changing so often. I wanted to be able to just share with the team out there in Train the Trainer land, right? Just what you guys thought. So I don't know if anybody raised their hand, so I'm just going to kind of start at the top. Oh, well, Rhonda Wise is my first volunteer. Let me tell you about this particular superstar. So I'm going to unmute you there, Miss Rhonda. Let's see if I can unmute you. I'm going to do her a quick introduction, and let's see. Rhonda, see if you can unmute yourself. It's not, there we go. All right,
Can
so
you hear
just
me?
allow me to unmute you. And all right, so family, Rhonda is one of those persons that doesn't jump out there and get in the limelight. But let me tell you, by the time we got to the final day of our event, Miss Rhonda, right? Miss Rhonda was up and talking and look, listen, when I tell you she's like a mini me with her blazer and her nice skirt and her 3-inch heels. It was absolutely wonderful. Rhonda, what I want you to do, darling, is I want you to take 3 minutes to give your takeaways from Train the Trainer. And it doesn't have to be, guys, as you're doing this, it can either be bullet points or just how the event made you feel. Either one of those is perfect. So, Rhonda, say something so that I can make sure I can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can absolutely hear you, champion. When I tell you I am 170,000% fired up and proud of you, I don't even know if I can put it in words. So why don't we take 3 minutes, right? Take 3 minutes and just share with the team, okay, your
Okay.
takeaways or how you feel.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I am so excited to be here. We had so much fun, but again, we learned so much, and it was an incredible amount of information, and it was so valuable. So won't keep you long, but one of the things that we always talk about in this business and in any business is your time. Your time is important. Your time is money. And if you don't manage your time right, just like if you don't manage your money right, you will be on the wrong end of the stick. So again, just like you balance your checkbook, you want to balance your time. And before we balance our time, we need to know, excuse me, guys. Come on, baby.
Grandma.
Okay, baby, say hi.
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 Just say hi.
Okay, we're going to work, okay? Let's work, like Grandma talk. So,
Yeah.
in order to manage your time, you really need to know what the definition of that time management really is. And the definition of time management is the ability to use one's time effectively or productively, especially at work. In other words, time management is the process of organizing and planning how to divide our time between specific activities. And what we want to do here is we want to have good time management, because good time management enables us to work smarter, not harder, right, guys? So that's one of the things that we learned. And once you learn the definition of what that management is, then you can begin to go and manage your time. One of the ways that you can manage your time, we learned, is you have to plot out your calendar. And what that means is every single day there should be some type of activity or some appointment or something that you're doing on your calendar. And the first thing that you do when you want to plot your calendar is you take all the things that you have in your everyday life that you're already doing first, and you want to plot those out. The reason why you want to plot those out first is because you already have life going on, right? You already are married, you already have kids, you already have other obligations. So you can't let those go just because you have another business. So you got to be responsible enough to take the time to make sure you're holding yourself accountable to all those appointments you already have, so that when you make new appointments, you're not clashing, you're not letting anybody down. And even more than that, you're not throwing money out the window. We learned that every day that you don't have anything on your calendar, that's another day that you're not moving your business. And if your business isn't moving, your money's not coming in. And that's not what we want, because we have a lot of different reasons of why we're in this business, and money is one of them. Once you manage your time right and you got your calendar set. I went over my 3 minutes. Woo! That means we had a whole lot to learn, and it's so excited, and I could just like talk for the whole time, I think.
Well, you know what? You have a lot to share, but I'm just proud of you because, listen, you are way outside of your shell. Like, I can't even see the shell anymore. There's a whole beautiful butterfly. She's so cool, guys. And I am so super proud of you, Miss Rhonda. So thank you so very much for sharing. Love you to absolute life, sis.
I love you too. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are quite welcome. All right, so our next champion that we'll be sharing with you, she hails from I guess, are you in Andrea, are you in Chesapeake or Suffolk, or I'm not sure, but she's kind of on that line. And if you could unmute yourself, that would be fantastic. But let me tell you something. This particular champion right here, well, number one, she fell in love with the calendar training before we ever got to train the trainer, but I watched her eyes light up. And when I tell you somebody that's studious and coachable, it would be this one right here. So please welcome to the front of the room, our virtual room here at Training the Trainer, the Remix, none other than Miss Andrea Warren. Miss Warren, hello.
Yay! Thank you. You know, I want to thank you, Janice, for the training. It was so phenomenal. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. And I think, you know, that calendar piece was so important to me because I was having a hard time just managing my time. And I really did not begin to see until I blocked out my time and really started with my work schedule to actually see what time I had available to actually work my business. Because I felt like I was floundering and just floating and, I don't know, just spinning my wheels like a gerbil and not going anywhere. So that was extremely phenomenal for me. But also, the affirmations, the importance of just telling yourself that you can do it. It's been done before. You're phenomenal. You're magnificent. You are of value. And for me, and I'm sharing something that's very, very personal, I needed to hear that because I have to tell you, and excuse me if I start crying, my husband is not, he's not as supportive as I would like for him to be. So to hear comments from him like, haven't you trained enough? Or, you know, that really hurts. So I have to continue to affirm that I can do this. I'm worthy of doing this. That was very, very important to me. I needed to hear that, and I need to believe that because I felt like I was losing myself. I'm sorry.
No, that's the whole idea, Andrea, is that you do find that peace, you know, and it's, you know, when we get that straight, well, we believe enough in ourselves, and I understand where you are. That's what makes my heart bubble over. It's not that you learned how to present. It's not, because all of that comes when we're no longer broken in pieces. You know, as Sylvia says, what did she call us? Mosaic. Right?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I've watched you, and I've watched your whole face. Now, Andrea is brighter, not complexion. It's just the lightness in your spirit that shows through your face, and that is what attracts. When we can get past some of those things, that's what attracts. Those people that will be with us for that lifetime. So you're okay. We love you. And the fact that, I'm grateful that you're willing to share, because we all go through and we all have those people in our lives too. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's the closest people to us. But when we can affirm ourselves, and that person that you look at in the mirror every day and say that to is the most important person in your entire world, as far as on earth, of course. So it's okay. We
Thank
love
you.
you. You are
Thank you.
absolutely 100. Yes, ma'am. We got you. And of course, I can't wait, because I know when those pieces start to come together for us, I know what's on the other side of that, Andrea, and it is pure fire, baby girl. Pure fire. So you better watch out for yourself. You're gonna burn yourself. So be careful. Be careful. But so please, if you please continue. Please continue. I dropped the clock on yours. Go ahead.
Um, so that was very important. And I think for me, it was the bonding. It was being with everyone of like minds. We're all going for the same goal. We were winning. We're winners together. We are encouraging one another. To me, that was so valuable, to know that I'm not in this by myself. We're all working together. We're all learning together, and we're all striving together. And we are encouraging one another. There's no jealousy. There is just love. There was so much love in the room. And that in itself was so encouraging. And then, of course, the reading and understanding the compensation plan and leveraging, all of it. It was just really phenomenal. So for that, I say thank you.
You are 175,000% welcome. And I'm super proud of you. I'm grateful that it benefited you. And I've seen you already start to move in the direction of the things that you've learned. And again, I saw it. I saw it in your face. And that was the blessing for me. So thank you so very much for sharing.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, guys, guess what? You know what? I'm that right there, and what Andrea just did really was capture the essence of what Train the Trainer actually turned out to be. And I was speaking to some of my mentors this week, and one of the things, Andrea, that I expressed was that the direction I was actually headed in, God shifted it about 2 weeks ago. And then when I was in the room, you guys may have noticed that we did not do slides. I tried to start with the slides, and it did not work because I felt the spirit of there. So I'm going to go down here to Pastor Gerald Goodman. Pastor Gerald Goodman, hello, hello, hello. How are you, sir?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you. Share with the team what your takeaways were.
Oh, my takeaways? Well, one of my takeaways was to look at the business in a different manner. Look at it more so in an organizational term. As you're building an empire, as you're building a company, and everyone that you're bringing in your downline, you must help them and help them to get the same proper training that you're getting, so everybody can succeed.
Did we lose you, Pastor?
No, you still there?
I'm listening.
Well, it was just so many takeaways. Well, first of all, just me being there all day on a beautiful day like that validated that I was there to learn because I don't like staying still that long. So, and I told myself if I could just take one thing away that would help my business, it would be worth being there. And so the calendar, quite a few things. Just even confirming what I already do. But it was an awesome occasion. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much for sharing. And I'm excited because I've already seen things that you're doing that are different after the training. And so thank you for your leadership and your commitment, your friendship and your guidance, your mentorship, my sideline, my downline mentor, y'all. But we appreciate you as well. And thank you for sharing, because guys, he doesn't like me to put him on the spot, but he stepped up and he did it anyway. Miss Helen Alston, Miss Helen Alston, I am coming your way. I am coming your way. And I will tell you what, I was so excited to actually watch your excitement inside of Train the Trainer. And it is always a blessing when you can see people changing. That's always fantastic. So talk to me about your takeaways from Train the Trainer this past week.
Well, my takeaway was to read more, read and read more. And also my takeaway was to try to see as many no's as I can get. I like that, trying to get the no's. And another thing was the calendar, you know, just posting everything. And it was phenomenal. Everything was just great. I even started affirmations every morning when I get up, before I go to work, look in the mirror and I say that. So it's just amazing.
Right. Wonderful. So you've actually had some things in your life that you've changed
Yes.
since you left the event.
Yes, definitely.
All right, fantastic. Well, I appreciate you sharing. I know you're put on the spot a little bit, but thank you for being sweet enough to actually share some of your fan faves. All right, we've got coming from New York, guys. Let me tell you, she is spicy, she is direct, she is smart, she is hardworking, and she is on top of this thing we call Surge 365. So help me welcome to the front of the virtual room, Miss Shug Mason.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
Hello, Miss Shug.
Can you hear me okay?
Sure can.
Yes, there was so many takeaways. One, I mean, some of them stuck out more than others, but I definitely have to refocus on my calendar, and you won't believe it. I actually have two planners. I have a regular planner and I have a network marketing calendar that is geared for network marketing with quotes and everything in it. So I have to refocus and organize my events, my Zooms in there, my events for my teams, because I have to organize my time better, and especially a tip that I picked up. So if my calendar is organized, I can see my money by having it organized. So that was a great tip that I picked up. Also, another tip is that I have to outread my team, which I picked up, and that my team is watching me. Yes. I can't expect my team to do what I'm not doing. So being that they're watching me, I have to start leading from the front, so they can start seeing me take action, and then they can follow.
Beautiful.
The examples
Absolutely.
that I'm doing.
So tell
There's
me.
tons of more takeaways, but those were the main ones that I'm going to put into action immediately.
Okay. All right. Well,
Those are the main ones.
Those are very, very strong ones too, family, because when we master our calendar, and for those of you who did not have an opportunity to join us, the calendar training is under announcements in our Facebook page, so you can go there and look at it. But let me tell you, organized, and then she put together a go for no document for us. So Shug, I just want to tell you, I saw you shift too. I saw the change, and it was a blessing to my spirit and my heart to see that happen for you. So congratulations, right? And I look forward to seeing you at the next one.
I'm already registered.
That's my girl. All right, guys, listen. Okay, so let's go down to, let's see, where is another champion that was actually there? So I'm scrolling. We learned either volunteer or be voluntold. Volunteer. Miss Yvonne, let me see, this is my Yvonne from North Carolina. Is this Miss Yvonne from North Carolina? I just unmuted Yvonne. Is this Miss Yvonne Mullen? Miss Yvonne, can you say something? See if I can hear you. All right, that may be a different Yvonne. So let's go back up here and mute that line back again. So we don't have any accidental background noise. Okay, so let's go back down here a little bit further. Karen, yes, Miss Ortiz, what's going on, champion? I am trying to unmute you, darling. You may have to, okay, there you
Hi,
are.
can you hear me?
Hey, superstar, how are you?
I am fabulous, and just talking to you just brings, I can't tell you how my spirit just lights up, just hearing your voice, thinking about this whole weekend. Oh my God, I am like, oh, I am just radiant with everything that you poured into us. It's amazing. It was just amazing. Absolutely. I'm sorry. Janice, I didn't even wait for you to introduce me. I was just like bubbling out all over here.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Welcome, everybody. If you did not attend Train the Trainer, you cannot understand why this joy is just radiating out. So much was poured into us, so many golden nuggets. And again, like she said, the bonding, amazing. I left with a family.
Right.
And yes, Miss Parker, I'm definitely coming back. I'll be coming back and coming back. But just to share a nugget for me, I'm so glad nobody talked about the bag lady yet, because I really wanted to talk about it. Janice, you can even see it in the video that was done, some little snippets. You see her carrying on all those bags. You know, and all I can think of is how many times in life people are carrying around those bags. And those bags represented fears. Fears of success, fears of life, fears of situations, fears that, you know, maybe sometimes we have not even acknowledged for ourselves. The fear to be. And she did such a visualization that was just totally stamped in my mind. And it was amazing because unbeknown to her, you know, being a crisis, coming from crisis for the last 35 years, it was amazing at the end that Miss Parker was unable to untangle herself and needed assistance, getting out of her own fears. And I think sometimes in life, people are so tangled up in their own fears that they do need assistance. Sometimes we have to step in and hold each other's hands. And one of the things that I loved about Train the Trainer, it was the unity, the bonding, knowing that somebody's there to have your back, hold your hand while we're going through this process, because it is a process. You know, like they talk, you know, a little bit before, affirmations to yourself, you know, affirming that you deserve everything that you're asking for. Look yourself. She had us take a mirror, look in that mirror. I don't mean like look in the mirror. I mean like soul look in the mirror and have affirmations of I am. I would strongly suggest that you take a mirror, get in front of a mirror, and practice looking into your own soul and affirming yourself. What is it you really want? I think I'm going up to 3 minutes, Janice. I can just go on and on and on. Um, I'm done.
Okay. Well, that was absolutely phenomenal. And something that you said that was really true, Karen, with all of the bags wrapped around me, because I had strap bags all around me, you know, my
Mhm.
back, my shoulder, side, my front, and they're all wrapped around my neck. And it was kind of interesting the way that God had that play out, where I could not untangle without the assistance of someone else. And family, that is, you know, what Karen just alluded to, is what Surge is. It is not, it is a compensation plan, and it is travel. But what we do in this industry, and especially inside of our company here with Surge, is that we help people to overcome our own stuff. You know, one of our superstars, Letitia, says, you know, sometimes the issue is you, boo. And that is the truth. And as we start to peel off those layers, what, you know, this business has helped me personally to overcome myself. And so that was profound, because I didn't overcome myself by myself. I have an amazing mentor, Vaughn. I've got Juliet. I've got Coach Tomer. I've got Scott. I've got Dwayne. I've got Chris. You know what I mean? I've got all of these wonderful, you know, mentors, even some sideline mentors, you know, Renee and Letitia and Tashana and Dr. Pruitt. We've got all of this that helps us to peel off those layers, but we don't do it by ourselves. And that's also how this business works. You will get to the top, but like Karen is sharing, you don't have to do it by yourself. We are here together, and we will, as Chris Coakley says, we will finish this race together. So I thought that was very amazing. Thank you so very much, Miss Karen. All right, so
You're
let's look and
welcome.
thank you, darling. Let's look and see. You can just mute your mic, baby girl.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let me see, make sure I don't miss anybody. Doo-doo. I've got Miss Rosa. All right, so the beautiful Miss Rosa. You know what I love about Miss Rosa is this, is that Miss Rosa doesn't let anything stop her. Now, when we talk about business, before that, she and her husband ever joined Surge, they had two businesses they were already running, right? They're very, very busy in their church. And so they add this platform on, and she or he or together, they miss nothing. They miss nothing. And so she was there, and I could see the gleam in her eye, and I saw some light bulbs go off. So Miss Rosa, share with us your takeaways from Train the Trainer. I think I unmuted you, Miss Rosa. It said Rosa's iPad. Are you unmuted, Miss Rosa? All right, so we'll see if she messages me that she can get herself unmuted on her iPad. So let's go down, and we have Sylvia Linnell. Sylvia Linnell. Sylvia Linnell. Hi, cousin.
Hi, can you hear me?
We certainly can. Oh, champion. What's up, Surge 360? Now this is my cousin, guys, who did not want to be in front of people, wasn't going to drive at night. This is not what I do. And everything that she did not do is what she does now, which is why on Sunday she's headed to Brazil. So I saw you like so enlightened and excited on this past weekend. Talk to us about your takeaways, Sylvia.
Thank you, Janice, Coach JP. You know, this was a very, very enlightening weekend, very empowering weekend for me. As you said, I really did not want to get in front of the group. Not just this weekend. I just didn't want to get in front of groups. Period. I don't have a problem talking with people. I don't have a problem talking with people one-on-one. But with this self-development that you presented this weekend, it made me realize, and actually you said we must get in front of people in order to grow. And so that was what one of my takeaways was, that I have to do this. Other takeaways was pray, visualize, and grind. I pray what I believe, or what you believe you want to receive, and you will receive what you believe. And that's one of the things that I'm really, really working on very, very much. Visualizing, in terms of the affirmations, saying the affirmations and actually seeing them, not just seeing them, but feeling them. That was another takeaway. Being selective about the seeds that I sow in my mind. You know, again, it was all about the self-development and growth for me. Writing my affirmations, reading my affirmations to the recorder and putting music to them. I mean, that was so powerful to me because, again, when we talk about falling asleep at night and having our subconscious mind hearing these things, it really, really helps to grow the confidence within ourselves to continue to work our business and to grow our business. The other thing that I actually really, really liked was setting my sights for the 70 to 80 to 100 no's on the full presentations within the month. And that was so important to me, going for the no's, overcoming the no's. I get a lot of no's. And I know actually today I didn't reach my goal of 8, but I did get 4 no's today. So I'm moving, yes, I'm moving toward that. And I'm setting my sights to get those 8 no's a day so that I can get my 2 no's and keep growing my business. And the other thing, in addition to that, was booking a meeting from a meeting. So those are the takeaways that I got from this weekend. And I thank you tremendously for the pouring that you did into all of us.
Well, you know what? I tell you what, sweetheart, to watch you just change and then to watch you be so excited about no's and to understand that if you're getting people to tell you no, you're on the right track, right? You're on the right track because that is such a part of it. But a no is not failure. You know, a no, guys, if you're a team builder, a no, right? Every no pays you $5,500 because every time you bonus, if it takes you a certain amount of people to get, you know, like we were saying, like, you know, you get 30, if you got 30 yeses out of 100 no's, I mean, out of 170 people said no, each yes and each no has a value of $55. And so if people tell you no, it's okay. It's okay. It really, really is okay. Because every time you share the presentation, whether they say yes or no. So the goal is don't go out, right, Sylvia, looking for the yes. Go out looking for the no. You heard her today. I went out to get my 8 no's. And people, you know, people will mess you up and say yes. But if you go
that one, I was waiting for that one today.
Right? And then you can act like, so they didn't tell me about that, right? Also, you know, we talked about, Sylvia, when you invite somebody to a travel party, say, listen, my mentor told me that 8 out of 10 people that come to a presentation will say no, and 2 will say yes. Do you mind coming to my presentation and being one of my no's? Like, that takes their whole guard down. Right? Takes their whole guard down. And so, you know, oftentimes people want what you say they can't have. It's just the way it is. It's kind of like, you're looking at this dress in the store and you're thinking about it and you're thinking about it and you look at something else. And when some other lady comes put her hands on that dress, you're like, wait, that's my dress. It's the same thing. So, but yeah, setting those affirmations to music, I think that is just, you know, magic. And what you said about guarding the seed that I plant in my mind, my spirit, my heart, and let come out of my mouth. So I'm proud of you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. All right, Seth Dildy. Seth Dildy. We are super proud of you. You were at the presentation. We saw you go down front and do the introduction. You were magnificent, Seth. And since we got back, I keep getting 3-way calls to do for you. What's going on?
I'm doing my upline. I'm doing my stepping up. I said, now how can I lead people to the business if I'm not doing what I need to do? Because one day I'm going to have people following me. I cannot train them if I don't know what to be trained and how to be trained. So I'm taking everything you do, and I will say this, Janice, and I say it once, I say it twice. I thank God for putting you into the business and putting you in the position to help others like me, because you take your time with us, you do what needs to be done, and you get it done. One of my takeaways is I got to stop letting me get in my own way.
Right.
And I find myself, I get in my own way constantly, but I'm learning how to step back and step aside and let the real me really shine. That's one of my takeaways. My second one is do follow-ups. Stay following up. That's one of the things you got to do. Follow up with another follow-up. I do get a little disappointed. I call that my no. That can keep me going, give me that much drive to go for more and get more. I'm always trying to do more than what I need to do. I set my goals every day to do 10 no's, 3 yeses. I get more no's, but I'm keep on getting the no's. After a while, you'll get a yes. And this one, thank everybody for pushing me, encouraging me, because sometimes I do get in my own way. All I just need that little light to shine on me to give me that little boost. I'm going to step out, and I'm going to let God step out and step in, and we're going to show you something.
Come on now. Come on now. Well, listen, look, we are excited for you, Seth. I mean, I see a whole new you. And I don't know if you saw the video with yourself down front, but it is just that piece just melted my heart, because it's like my baby is growing up. So congratulations. I see where you're headed. I see your confidence level is higher. And I already know you're walking the stage with your 5 sales in November. So keep up the great work, okay?
Yes, I told my wife the other night when I go across the stage, he said 5, but I'm looking for 7.
Okay. Okay, we'll take that too. We'll
That's
take
right.
it too.
Because I need my comma check.
Yes, you do. All right, don't forget to take your upline out to, for lunch. All right, so let's go down. Let's go down here to Miss Diane Cypress, and we're going to close this with the beautiful Miss Leslie Johnson. Let's go down here to Miss Diane Cypress, because let me tell you what, she is. Oh, I can't unmute you, Miss Diane. I only see your camera. I do not see a microphone. Well, she is like my rock of Gibraltar. She not only keeps me straight in where I need to go next, she makes sure I stay supplied with whatever I need for an event. She's there to serve at every single event. She sacrifices what she could learn, right, to be able to serve the greater team, for the greater good. But that's where her heart is. And so not only does she take care of me personally, she encourages me mentally. She takes care of me spiritually. She takes care of the physical things that we need to get done, guys. And so even though I can't unmute her, I want to give a shout out to her. And watching her down front was just blissful. So thank you very much, Miss Diane, for everything that you do. And so I'm going to go up here to my baby girl, Miss, wait, Tanisha. Tanisha. Oh, and I love seeing you down front too. And Tanisha, your confidence level and just some of the things that I just watching your eyes light up. And I'm trying to unmute you. I got you unmuted. Miss Tanisha, hi, darling. How are you?
Hey, Coach.
I'm so proud of you. You went from that person who was really quiet at Andrea's presentation to only wanting to travel, to not only getting started, you've got a huge team coming behind you. You have presented before you really ever, you presented on the spot when I couldn't make it. You and I presented at your home, and you did a brilliant job. You're training your team, you're leading your team, but I saw something else happen at Train the Trainer. I think I saw a whole new you. So tell us about your 3 takeaways from this past weekend.
Well, I think everyone's covered most of them, but I can say for myself, I'm a visual person, so I think the pocketbook example, was a big one for me because, and also kind of combined with the going for no. Because for me, because I'm kind of quiet, I'm shy, I don't want to feel like I'm bothering people. When I get that no, that tends to want to make me go back in my shell. But I think what I learned over this weekend is that getting those no's is part of the process, and if I don't have the confidence, all of that baggage and those things, are going to show when I try to prospect and bring someone into this business. They're going to see that if I'm still kind of in my shell, holding on to the no I got yesterday. So for me, that was a big one. And also because I'm a bit of like a data guru nerd type person, the leveraging and all of that, that part was a big one for me. So I really appreciated that, as well as the sponsor placement and that visual, of how you can kind of use the two. That was a big one for me also. And also reading, because, I used to read a lot. And then I kind of just stopped. I said, okay, I'm finishing school. I'm not reading nothing else. But, I realized that, I have to read, if you want to be prosperous, people who are prosperous and rich, they never stop learning. I have to continually take classes and learn for my 9-to-5 job. So I should do the same and put the same effort in for myself and my business.
Wow, that is so powerful. Yeah, and again, that pocketbook example. but the way you just put it, excuse me, that people are going to see that I'm holding on to my note from yesterday. That is a great way to word that. And so, family, we have to be excited about the no's. So again, we have a challenge. We want to all go out and get 80 no's, because we know along the way we're going to get a yes. And we learned that we don't pout about the no more than 22 seconds. And we don't celebrate the yes for more than 22 seconds. It's like 22 seconds and counting, right? But the way you put that, yes, we want to make sure that we're excited about the no from yesterday, because that excitement comes through when we're reaching out to the next person. But I am proud of you. And for, I was grateful for you being there. I was grateful, Tanisha, that everybody, we ran a long day. It was 8 a.m., y'all. And when we actually finished, I think it was about like 8:45, 9 o'clock or something like that. Mm-hmm. And we had dinner, right? And everybody was excited. Everybody stayed awake. And everybody, really, really was getting something. But Tanisha, I'm absolutely 100%, 172,000% super proud of you. And I saw that new you, and I already know what's going to happen, because this one right here will take a training and make it her own and methodically execute it. So y'all watch out for this one, Miss Tanisha. So thank you very much for sharing, baby girl.
Thank you, Coach.
My pleasure. All right. All right. So let's see. I think we are going to go down here, and we're gonna hear from baby girl, and that happens to be Leslie Lou from the Lou. She's from St. Louis, guys, and she was just, it's beautiful to watch, somebody really grow in this platform. And I've been watching her grow and change into that leader that she wants to be now for, the last almost 12 months. Next month will be 12 months since I had an opportunity to meet her. And when I tell you, when she got up in front of the room, I could see a different person. And when she got up in front of the room, guys, she actually put out a Rama word for everybody. So I want to go all the way over to St. Louis, Missouri. I'm trying to unmute you, Leslie, but it keeps remuting.
I'm unmuted.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so you're unmuted. Okay. All right. And so, guys, I'm just super duper. Huh? What'd you say, Leslie?
Nervous laugh. It's a nervous laugh.
It's okay. You are amazing, and you are powerful, and you are wonderful, and you are a blessing to a lot of people. And guys, please, just cheer her on in the chat, because she can do it. And she is more amazing than she actually knows that she is. And so, Leslie, you are that leader, and it's okay. Share from what you like to call your soul. And every time you do that, it's a winning combination. So talk to us about your 3 takeaways from this past weekend.
Oh my God, this has been so powerful. I love everything about everything. It was all a takeaway. But I love when you said start your day with a positive. Audio, a book, praying, quotes, affirmation, because it matters how you start your day. And so I love that, because we do need that extra sometimes of something positive, and I try to do that anyway, but even more so now since it was part of the directions that we should do. And also I love when you said end your day with a positive. Stay away from that television. Don't watch that. Positive in you. Again, some type of audio, positive audio, book, um, a prayer, quotes, affirmations. That is so important of having a positive when you wake up to help you through your day, and then when you go to sleep, so your dreams would be of something positive. I love that. I love when we talked about, we are building relationships and we're connecting to others that would expand our territories. I learned that people buy from who they like and who they trust. So if they're not liking us and they're not trusting us, they're not buying from us. So if they're liking us and they're loving us, they are buying from us. And that makes a difference. And that connection is going to connect you to many others. We're like a tree of life, and that root will go deep. I love that. But what really got me was quit quitting. You stated quit quitting. If you get on a highway, even though it's exits, you have to keep going. Instead of when you have a bad day or someone says that they a no. A no is only saying that they want more information or they're not understanding, or we're just not hitting them where their problem is. The reason why people buy is because it's a problem. A lot of times it's to solve a solution, or we solving that solution, that problem for that person. So when they buying, they're buying because it could be that we're resolving an issue that they have. I love that. So those were mine, along with so many other things about being kind, to one another. And adults are not strong as children. It's not about you. Listen to what the other person is saying. If we listen to what the other person is saying, the quote that you had said, if people feel how much you care, they know how much you feel. Is that right?
People don't care how much you know. You almost got it. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Okay. So that was so empowering. And use your words to empower the people that surround you. So again, I will be there in April. I have already booked my ticket. I am ready. I just need to book my flight. And I talked to you that already. So just let me know and I'm ready to roll. Thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you guys. And unity is strength, and it's definitely is powerful.
Wow. All right, baby girl. So listen, family, like I told you, she is powerful. That butterfly has come full circle out of her cocoon, guys, and doing absolutely amazing things. And so, family, it was a blessed event. And I will tell you, Pastor Randy Brown opened it with prayer and closed it with prayer. But there was so much love and harmony. There was no strife whatsoever. There were no complaints. Nobody even complained about the 13 hours that we spent in that room together on Saturday. And of course, some of us had some extras that we had already prepared to be there for 3 days, and we had some extra time. But we even went to dinner together. We broke bread together. We laughed together. We cried together. We hugged each other to support each other together. We uplifted one another. We praised one another. We complimented one another. We strengthened each other. And so it was a very, 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 very powerful event. So we've got the next event slated for April. We are looking at 2 different weekends, and we're waiting for the contract for the hotel, at which time we'll be able to go ahead and release it. But for those of you who are graduates, the link has been already sent to you, or it's been put in the other Facebook group, and we will disseminate it to you by email as well. And then so you'll have first dibs, but then we'll go live to the entire everybody who would want to come will go live. We will sell out before April. I was speaking to Leslie today, and I spoke to the hotel. Unless I find a bigger place, we will sell out way before April. And so you want to make sure that you get your ticket, especially if you're a graduate. Get your tickets as soon as possible. I want to bless you with yours first for having come this first time, and those that had tickets but couldn't even make it, you're still part of that graduating class. But because we're launching it so far in advance, guys, it will sell out. She says we have 80. We could max we could get in that room would probably be 80. If we stretched it, maybe 86, 88. But that would be capacity. That would be, if you guys were there, that would be taking the room all the way back to where the water was. That would be adding one more row. We would be able to add one more row, and that would make it 84, because it'd be 4 on both sides, so that would make it 84. So we've already got people who've purchased their tickets. It's going to be a phenomenal event. And thank you guys. If you received the survey, please send back the survey, because I'm going to take some of the training material and start to ingrain it in my spirit for next time. So some of you have done some amazing suggestions. Joy Thompson did an amazing suggestion. We had some other people that have great suggestions, and thank you for the positive responses. So if you received the survey, please complete it. If you have not received the survey, certainly let me know. Thank you, Tammy, for the amazing video. And we're going to close this presentation out, guys. Let's see if I can pull that video up. We're going to close this presentation out with that video because she did an amazing job of capturing the moment inside of that platform. And so I'm so excited about those of you who attended. And as I said to you guys, my prayer is that that you did change. My prayer is that you were blessed. My prayer is that not just that you got something for you, but that you're going to go back out into the marketplace, go back out into your communities, go back out into the fields, and you're going to share this information with other people to empower them as well. Now that you have been empowered, the best way for a trainer to maximize their training is to go and train. The best way for a trainer to maximize their training, family, is to actually go and train. And so let's see if we can play this video. We're going to run a few minutes over because the 10 o'clock is starting, but it can start with this video. All right, so let's see. Here it is. It was an absolutely fantastic. Real quick, Tammy, you did an amazing job. I hate that you don't have your voice, because I would love to hear from you as well. But we did a lot of screaming and stuff, I guess, this weekend. So let me see if this opens it up. There we go. All right, here we are, family. Here is our video from this past weekend. And again, thank you, Tanya. Thank you, each and every one of you, for attending and trusting me enough with your hearts and your spirits and your desires and your goals to, to deliver the information to you. Thank you so much, guys.
We are Train the Trainer Class of 2018. Woo! Have to what? Read. Then you have to understand. Always start positive. I want you to shoot for 55, and if you land at 3,700, it doesn't matter. The Zoom schedule should be in your calendar. To be here. pray that you change. I pray that you were enlightened. I pray that you learned. I pray that I poured value into you. And I pray that as you go back out into the field as trainers who have been what? Trained. That you will go out and equip and empower the next generation coming behind you. In your organizations, in your family, in your church, in your community, right? There's nothing to be afraid of except doing nothing.
I love each and every one of you to life. It was absolutely positively a blessing, and so I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you, family. This particular training is officially over. God bless each and every one of you. Looking forward to the next time, April 2019, Train the Trainer Part 2. And family, we are going to have an absolute blast. Did I not share that? I may not have shared that. Did I not share that with y'all? I didn't. I'm sorry. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. My bad. Hold on, we can do it again. I'm sorry. I forgot to share. I got excited. I'm sorry. Hold on.
We are Train the Trainer Class of 2018. Woo! Have to what? Read. Then you have to understand. Always start positive. I want you to shoot for 55, and if you land at 3,700, that bad. The Zoom schedule should be in your calendar. What's up, Surge 365? I am so happy to be here. So she's able to convey passion. Today, I pray that you change. I pray that you were enlightened. I pray that you learned. I pray that I poured value into you. And I pray that as you go back out into the field as trainers who have been what? Trained. That you will go out and equip and empower the next generation coming behind you. In your organizations, in your family, in your church, in your community, right? There's nothing to be afraid of except doing nothing.
All right, so now we got it, guys. So thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and launch the presentation, and so we want to get that done. But I appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you that attended, wanted to attend, whether you were virtual or live, I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see, we have some messages in the chat. Hold on. Thank you very much, Miss Velma. It was beautiful and it was powerful. So God bless each and every one of you, family. This particular part of our training is officially over. Let me get ready for the webinar, and we'll see you guys on the other side. God bless you, family. Good night.